Hello, good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining in. Sorry, we had to take a little bit of a break in our programs because some of us were traveling and were in vacation. So, hope you have been able to practice the meditation home regularly. So, myself and my colleague Andre will be leading the meditation today. Um, Before we start the program, we would, again insist that please try to do the meditation on a regular basis daily. You don't have to sit for hours together. Even if you do it for 10-15 minutes a day, try to keep in touch on a regular basis daily. And also try to do the saltwater foot soaking in the evening before you go to sleep after you had a hard day's work. That will really help you to put the stress down for your morning meditation and help you to grow faster. So, having said that, let us begin our session for today. Andre, would you like to play some flute or we will go for the program?
Yes, we can start with a little bit of
Music.
meditation music.
Okay, okay, Andre. Thank you.
Just
Please go
relax.
ahead. Take over, please. Thank you.
So these melodies that I'm going to play are three short melodies. Are for the last center, for the last chakra, for the Sahasrara chakra. While listening, you can try to find a comfortable position. You can keep your eyes closed or open and try to bring your attention to a meditative state, to a meditative mood. Here we go. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Sahaja Yoga program this morning. As you remember, before our summer break, we used to start and we are going to start our programs with a little bit of instrumental music. This instrumental music that we're trying to use in our programs is not random, but is meant to help and enhance the meditation practice and experience. Because as our teacher Shimataji has explained, there is a connection between our chakras and music, and she has explained to us that the vibrations that Kundalini makes at each chakra are translated into sounds. And many years ago, hundreds of years ago, when people used to meditate, people used to hear these sounds that Kundalini is creating at each chakra. And Shimataji has explained that each note, we all know that there are 7 notes. Each note is resonated or is created by a different chakra. So the 7 notes actually come from the 7 chakras. And Indians have a beautiful, in Indian music, there is a beautiful story that the name of the 7 notes in the Indian tradition, that is Sa, Re, Ga, Ma, Pa, Da, Ni, comes from actually a different animal. I remember vaguely that the Sa, for example, was taken from the snake, from the sound of the snake. Re was taken from the sound of a sheep, and so on. And then we have had great musicians coming to Sahaja Yoga and practicing Sahaja Yoga meditations. And Shimataji has explained to them, and they have passed this knowledge to us, that the science behind the different combinations of musical notes that the Indian music has, and the different combination of musical notes in Indian music is called a rag, or a raga. And they used to know many years ago, they used to know when is the right time and the proper time to play a certain combination of notes or a certain raga for it to have a very positive effect. Hence, even today in the classical tradition of Indian music, they know, for example, when a raga is supposed to be played to have this maximum effect. There are morning ragas, there are afternoon ragas, there are evening ragas. Further on, Shimataji has told us that each combination of notes, certain ragas, are having also a very good positive effect on our chakras. So by listening to certain ragas, certain combination of notes, even our chakras can improve their vibrations. She even explained that the sound of different instruments, especially she has related this to the Indian music, but it's valid probably for music all around the world. The sound of different instruments also has an effect on our chakras. And the flute, for example, is the instrument of the Vishuddhi chakra. And a certain raga, a certain combination of notes in Indian music, a raga which is called Jaijayanti, is, for example, considered to have a very strong effect on clearing out or purifying the Vishuddhi chakra. So, for example, if you feel stressed, or if you feel that you are angry or reacting easily, or you're tormented by certain thoughts or resentment feelings, negative feelings, then you can try to improve your meditation practice. Of course, nothing replaces the actual Sahaja Yoga meditation, but sometimes we can improve it, we can help it with certain techniques. And one of them is to have, for example, some meditation music. And I personally can recommend, there is an Indian artist called Hari Prasad Chaurasya, who has also performed many times, several times. I don't know if many times, but several times has performed in the presence of Shimataji, and Shimataji has praised him a lot. And his music, his flute melodies have a very profound sound and very good vibrations. And if you feel that your Vishuddhi chakra is in trouble, try searching Rag JJ1T from Hari Prasad Chaurasya and try to meditate or play it while trying to achieve your meditation state, your thoughtless awareness. That being said, a little bit of music and meditation. We are going to start our program today. Vijay, everyone here is on a follow-up program, if you can hear me.
Yes, Andre. Everyone here is on a follow-up program.
Excellent. So we are going to start our meditation practice today with a little bit of some exercises. And these exercises are going to start with an exercise called raising the Kundalini and giving ourselves abandon. And we're going to do this with Shimataji, together with Shimataji. Shimataji is going to do this exercise. And I would request that you try to do this also simultaneously with Shimataji. Shimataji explains what's the purpose of this exercise is to raise our Kundalini and to put ourselves under protection, under a bandhan. So we're going to start our practical session with the exercise called raising the Kundalini and giving ourselves a bandhan. Here we go.
Now, I have to tell you how to give yourself the kavach to protect yourself. It's very important. And how to raise your kundalini is very important, very simple. He will show you also. Put your left hand like this in front of you. And the right hand you have to move, the left hand goes straight. So you have to, I'll just show you first of all like this. It goes up onto your head, and here you give it one knot. Now, again we start now, properly. We start it from here. Now start moving your left hand upward. For fixing up your kundalini, put your hand up and give it one knot. Then again the second one. Give it the second knot. Third knot you have to give 3 times. Now again do it, please. One, 2, and 3. Done. Now the kavach. You have to take for your protection every morning. When you go out and before sleeping, you should put your attention here and sleep off. Put the left hand towards me like this. It is 3.5 coils. So how do you give kavach? Put left hand towards me, towards the photograph. Put the right hand like this. I'll show you first of all. Then raise it like this. Bring it down. This is half. Then again, you take it back. This is 1. Again, you take it up. Again, you take it back. Is 2. Again, you take it like this. Again, you bring it back is 3. And now you take it back only halfway, so 3.5 times. This is bandhan.
After giving ourselves this exercise, this bandhan, which Shimataji recommends that we do before and after every meditation, so to begin with, let us close our eyes and put ourselves in a meditation mood by doing a short breathing exercise. So we are going to close our eyes and we are going to start with this very simple breathing exercise. We're going to breathe in, hold the air inside for a few moments, then breathe out and keep the air out for a few moments. Eyes closed, relaxed. Breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. And third time, breathe in. And breathe out. Let us start our practical session after we have raised our Kundalini and given ourselves a bandhan by trying to identify what are the problems inside us. There are two ways in which we can introspect ourselves. One is to try and check our vibrations, and this is probably the best way. So bring our hands up in the air, a little bit in front of the heart level, heart chakra, and with the eyes closed, observe, attention in Sahasrara, observe what are the energy feelings, the vibrations, feelings of the nerve endings, fingertips and palms. Try to observe the difference between the left and the right hand. Which hand is cooler, which hand is warmer, which hand is light and which hand is heavy. Is there a particular finger which is indicating a little bit of tension or stress, tinglings? If yes, try to remember that finger and ask in the end of the program what chakra represents that finger, or try to identify yourself based on the subtle system chakra chart. Another way to identify our problems, if our vibrations are not entirely established yet, or we're not sure whether we are feeling the correct vibrations, is through a mental introspection. Try to see what problems have been bothering you in the last period of your life, and then try to identify where are these problems originated, which qualities, which chakra generates the necessary support to overcome those problems. For example, people who feel very stressed and worried all the time probably have some stress at the level of the left nabi chakra. People who suffer from all kinds of fears or insecurity have some problems at the level of the heart, central heart chakra. People who react very easily and get angry very easily and are affected by the actions of those around them probably suffer from a weak Vishuddhi chakra. So let's spend a little bit of time, 1 minute, trying to introspect. Again, check the vibrations or try to see which problems have been bothering you lately and where do you think these problems are coming from? All right. We are now going to balance our left and right channel. If you have identified a certain channel which is more affected inside you, so if you know already if you have been practicing the meditation for some time, and you can diagnose yourself as a left-sided person or a right-sided person. In your home meditation, individual meditation, you can give attention particularly to that particular channel. Right now, I'm going to play an exercise with Shimataji where we are going to balance both the right and the left channel. Here we go.
So we'll have the experience now. Will take about 5 minutes for you, because if all the chakras are discussed, already the attention is on that. It's very simple to put your hands towards me.
Everyone step off their shoes. Again.
It's better. You've done a good job. Huh. Just put your hands towards me. Just like this. Left. Now left hand towards me and right hand towards the Mother Earth. Will give you a balance. You need not close your eyes just now. Let's see. Put your right hand towards the Mother Earth. As I told you yesterday, left side is our conditioning. Conditioning, subconscious and collective subconscious. Very much at work here. But also is an emotional side. Now put your right hand towards me and left hand towards the sky. Right hand towards me. Right hand towards me like this.
Left hand towards the back.
Are you feeling the cool breeze in the hand? You are already thoughtless, there's no thought. But just see if you are feeling the cool breeze. Much better. Are you? Let's see. All right? Are you feeling any cool breeze in the hand? All right. Now put your left hand on top of your head.
Let us bring both the hands on our lap, eyes closed. And continue to breathe in and out, very relaxed. When Shimataji asked us to put the right hand towards Mother Earth, towards the ground, that is an exercise that clears or gives balance to our left channel. And when Shimataji has asked us to put the left hand up in the air, that is an exercise or a position to balance or clear the right channel. You can remember these two exercises and practice them at home. Before we try to remain for a couple more minutes in the actual meditation state, in what we call the thoughtless awareness, let's give vibrations and attentions to two more chakras. We are going to try and give vibrations or attentions to the Agya chakra. And we're going to put, for this, we're going to put the right hand on the forehead. We're going to bend the head down a little bit. And with the attention here, we're going to say the quality, we're trying to try and express the quality or the power of this chakra, which is forgiveness. You can say, I forgive. I forgive. I forgive. We're going to now stretch the right hand and put the central of the palm, of the right palm, on top of the fontanelle bone area. And we're going to rotate this center 7 times clockwise direction. And each time we are going to make an affirmation inside that towards our own Kundalini, Mother Kundalini, please establish inside me the meditation state, the thoughtless awareness. Let me establish myself in the meditation state. 7 times, slowly. And when we finish, we're going to put our hands back on our lap. We're going to continue to breathe in and out very relaxed. And because I gave the example of Rag JJ1T that can be used for meditation, I'm going to play for 1 or 2 minutes a few notes from Rag JJ1T. While listening to the music, try to maintain your attention on top of the head where you did the massage. Constantly observe what do you feel on top of the head and try to let the thoughts pass by. Breathe in and out very relaxed and let the thoughts pass by. Let us continue to maintain our attention, to focus our attention on the last chakra, the fontanelle bone area, and continue to breathe in and out very relaxed, and observe ourselves, introspect. This is a very powerful clearing technique called introspection. Am I able to maintain my attention in the meditation state? Shimataji explains that as the meditation and as the attention slowly establishes in this first level of meditation, which is called nirvichar samadhi or thoughtless state, our attention becomes more subtle and more deep, taking us to more subtle levels of powerful, more strong levels of meditation, where new awareness is unlocked from the chakras, and we get a deeper knowledge about ourselves and about the world around us. But for that, the attention needs to go deep into meditation. And nirvichar samadhi or thoughtless state is the first state or stage of meditation. Continue to breathe in and out very relaxed. And we are going to now check vibrations together with Shimataji.
Are you feeling any cool breeze in the hand? All right. Now put your left hand on top of your head. Just here. Fontanelle bone area. Are you feeling? It's a very subtle thing. Are you? Pay attention. Working out. Good? All right. Now change over. See the left hand with the right hand. Just pay attention there. See. Believe that you are the spirit. So just you have to say in your heart, I am the spirit. In your heart. Say it 7 times. It will work out. Releasing.
And we are now going to end this practical session the same way we began it. We are going to do the exercise of raising the Kundalini and giving ourselves abandon with Shimataji. Please pay attention to the following video and try to copy Shimataji. Here we go.
Left hand has to be put in front like that, and the right hand is to be turned in a clockwise manner. Let's do it. Like that. You start moving it up. Take it up like this. Take it up. Push back your head and loosen your shoulders and give it a twist. Now you tighten there. 1. You'll see the results just now, the proof of it. Now again do it. Take it up, push back, give another time. Now the third one has to be 3 times you have to tighten. Again do it. It's very simple. Everybody can do it. 1, 2, and 3. Like this. And give a kind of a protection to your aura. Now 1, this one protection to the 7 centers, so 7. Then 2, then again the 3, then the 4, then the 5, all the centers, then to the 6, and then to the 7.
We are going for the next 10 minutes. We are going to watch a short video, an advice given by Shimataji. Shimataji talks about sickness and where does the sickness come from. And after that, we are going to have a last part of the program with questions and answers.
Kundalini. See, sickness comes to you, as I told you, through our centers getting exhausted. As this is one center, all right, on the left side, left sympathetic, the right sympathetic. And they join together, this is the center now. So we are using the energy of the center that is limited for our purpose, anything. Supposing, I'll give an example of a very good example of one Swadhisthana chakra. Is the center, in the second center, which looks after the aortic plexus in the medical terminology. But it's not complete, I mean, it's one of the parts. Now, the work of the Swadhisthana chakra, according to Sahaja Yoga, which has worked, of course, wonders with this theory, that it gives energy for the replacement of the brain cells. Because we never think about it. We are using the brain all the time. We don't think how it is replaced. Even in the medical science, they don't think about it. So one of the works it has got, it moves here. And also it has to look after your liver, it has to look after your pancreas, it has to look after spleen, it has to look after your kidneys, it has to also look after the lower part of your large intestines. All right? Now, but all the time a person is thinking. These days everybody thinks too much and very futuristic. As a result, it cannot pay attention to all other things. So what happens? The first thing is affected is the liver. Now liver gets all the heat from the whole body and eliminates it. It's poison from the body, you can say, eliminates it into the blood circulation. It goes into the blood. Now when, you see, liver is not attended to or doesn't get sufficient energy, it starts working very hard. So it becomes overactive liver and this heat cannot be removed. So the heat starts rising upward and downwards. As a result, your what you call the lungs are made of, as you know, they are made like a sponge. So it becomes coagulated and you develop asthma. We cure asthma through liver, curable. Then it descends down. When it descends down, it affects your kidneys. By that you get high blood pressure. Also, the another thing you get is constipation. Then your pancreas is neglected. When pancreas is neglected, you get diabetes. Only the people who are thinking, sitting, planning for future get diabetes, never a villager. In India, if we go to a village, they'll say you have to put sugar as much that the spoon must stand at right angles. They take so much sugar. Nobody gets diabetes because they earn in the morning, nicely go home and sleep off. Here we think and think and think of the future. So the neglect of the pancreas gives you diabetes. Now we have many people who have cured of diabetes also. Then the third one is the worst, is the spleen. That the spleen is like a, we say rhythm, keeps the rhythm. It's a speedometer in us. And supposing you are eating the food and suddenly you have to run, then you get a pain because it has to produce red blood corpuscles. But if you are always in an emergency in modern times as you are, First of all, you read the newspaper, you're under shock, because newspaper must shock you. So then another shock, then another shock. Then in the traffic, you get a shock. So this poor spleen doesn't know how to behave in this crazy world. And it becomes very crazy and vulnerable. And with the slightest shock, it can get blood cancer. I must tell you that we have cured really blood cancer patients. Absolutely cured, completely cured, without any medicine or anything. Absolutely cured. We have certificates and everything about them. And surprisingly, all of them were architects. This is one. Then another thing, as I told you, it affects the kidneys and it affects also the lower intestines. So only one center, if you use it too much for one purpose, can give you all these troubles. And ultimately the heat might rise to your heart and you might have a massive heart attack. Especially if young people, if they are drinking too much, if they are playing tennis or of a very, any game which is like football or tennis, drinking too much and thinking too much, they might get a massive heart attack. And die very young, at a very young age, and it's absolutely fatal. If you get this attack at a young age, it's fatal. You cannot save them. The other way around, if you have inactive organs also, you can have inactive, also due to that also you get troubles. So when you treat somebody on its roots, it's very easy to solve the problem. So supposing you have to treat a tree and you start treating all the leaves, it's very difficult. But if you can go to the roots, it's so easy, simple.
It's not the first time that we introduce a medical advice given by Shimataji, where she talks about the right Swadhisthana chakra, because she says right Swadhisthana chakra is responsible for a large part of our physical health, but in the same time, the same center, the one center, is responsible for supplying energy to our mental process, to our mind, to the brain. And she explains that if we overthink, we overuse our mind, which in modern times, and when we say modern times, Shimataji says in the past 50, maybe to 100 years, where we became overthinking, we started overthinking everything, and we became mentally oriented, then Swadhisthana chakra will become programmed to supply energy to the brain for the mental process, and will neglect our physical health. And you have heard in the video how many diseases can appear because of the Swadhisthana chakra, because of the neglection of the Swadhisthana chakra. In the last part of our program, allow me to share the subtle system chart, and allow me to remind everyone a little bit about the importance of each chakra. And I'm going to start with the Muladhara chakra. As Shimataji has explained, and as you have read now materials about Sahaja Yoga, you know that each chakra can be improved. If in the beginning of the session I talked about the importance of music and the musical notes in balancing or bringing a positive amount of energy to the chakra, in the end we are going to talk about a bit of a stronger, more concrete method, which is using the natural elements to balance our chakras. Shimataji strongly recommends and gives advice on how to use the natural elements, from which she says we draw our energy. Each chakra, each center has drawn its energy from one of the natural elements that exists around us. And starting with Muladhara chakra draws its energy from the soil, from the earth element. It's rather difficult and easy in the same time to know if you have Muladhara chakra problems. First of all, if you look on our chart, you'll see that Muladhara chakra is located on the base of the palm. And you should try and observe if you feel any sensation at the base of the palm. But also Muladhara chakra plays a very important role in the overall well-being and overall wellness of our being. So a person who goes through hardships, through difficulties, all the time falls into negative happenings and negative situations and can't seem to find balance, the first thought should go to Muladhara chakra. Normally, people who have a strong Muladhara chakra are guided and put on the right path so that all these misfortunes and all the problems are avoided and are being balanced. So if you feel that you're falling in all kinds of troubles and misfortunes and you have all kinds of problems surrounding you, then you might want to give special attention to Muladhara chakra. 4 qualities in Muladhara chakra, yeah, innocence, purity, wisdom, but not the wisdom that comes from reading books, but the wisdom, innate wisdom, which comes from within ourselves, knowing what's right and what's wrong for ourselves. And joy, again, Shimataji makes a dissociation between joy and happiness. Happiness, she says, requires an outside motive. Joy is a quality which you feel coming from within, does not require any outside factors. You just feel joyful and you feel this joy coming from inside. It is this Muladhara chakra which supplies this joy to us. Svadhisthana chakra has been covered quite in a large part by Shimataji's short speech today. But we should note that if we are one of the very important factors which affects the well-being of the Svadhisthana chakra, if Shimataji has talked about the right aspect of the Svadhisthana chakra, I would like to insist a little bit on the left aspect of the Muladhara chakra, which is affected by the all kinds of attachments towards different knowledge that people like to have. And Shimataji gives a warning here: be careful with what we read or what we study or what we know about spirits, especially when we like to look into the so-called spiritual knowledge or the knowledge of the chakras, because there is a lot of knowledge out there which is detrimental to our chakras. So if the quality, the innate quality of the left Svadhisthana is the pure knowledge, the knowledge that comes from within ourselves, getting ourselves involved into all kinds of seeking all kinds of techniques and methods and all types of knowledge from all kinds of people who are correct or who might be wrong, is very detrimental to Svadhisthana chakra. And once we get caught up in this sort of knowledge searching, it takes a very long time afterwards to clear it out. So that's the left Svadhisthana chakra. Svadhisthana chakra is cleared if Muladhara chakra is cleared with the help of the earth element. So we can sit down on the earth, meditate on the ground. When we do our meditation, sit on the ground. And if we have a chance to go and sit on the actual soil, on the Mother Earth, then we can do that as well. That's also very positive for our Muladhara chakra. Svadhisthana chakra draws its energy from the fire element, and Shimataji recommends that we keep a candle or a source of light when we meditate, exactly for problems of the Svadhisthana chakra, but also to improve with the emotional problems that we have. The left channel also gets energy, positive energy from the fire element. Nabhi chakra is the one which takes care of our family life, our professional life, our household, and our mundane material life, let's say, overall. So if you find yourself brought into situations where you lose money, or you're in troubles at work, or there are tensions in the family, or there are problems in the house, and with the household everything is falling down, you should be thinking that there is a problem with the Nabhi chakra, and that problem needs to be balanced. And the way to balance it is in meditation, giving vibrations and energy to the Nabi chakra. Also using the water element for clearing the Nabi chakra. The water element is the one which gives energy to the Nabi chakra. In Sahaja Yoga, by now you should know the technique called foot soaking. That is a very good technique for balancing our Nabi chakra. Heart chakra takes care of another aspect of our physical health, that is the immunity, the immune system. So our resistance to all kinds of virus and bacteria comes from the heart chakra. Also, heart chakra shields us from attacks coming from outside. If a person comes with negative intention towards you, instead of feeling stressed or threatened by that person or having a coward attitude towards that person, you will feel confident and brave, and you'll have the courage to face all kinds of problems if Anahat chakra is in good shape. At the physical level, Anahat chakra takes care of the heart and the lungs, and the air element is the one which gives balance to the Anahat chakra. There are breathing exercises. We have started our exercise, our meditation today with a breathing exercise, which is very good also for the heart chakra. Vishuddhi chakra is the one which gives a different type of shield. If Anahat chakra gives us the courage to face the problems, the Vishuddhi chakra gives a very, very important quality in the modern time, which is detachment and diplomacy. So a person that has a good Vishuddhi chakra is a very good communicator, knows how to get out of any kind of situation, difficult situation, just by talking, by being diplomatic, and is very hard to hurt or to attack because it's a very detached person. Such a person doesn't really suffer a lot from the bad words or from the negative intentions of people around. So to have a good Vishuddhi chakra, to maintain a good Vishuddhi chakra, is very important to be able to navigate these difficult modern times. To take care of Vishuddhi chakra, Shimataji says that the element of Vishuddhi chakra is the ether. So we should learn how to communicate in a positive way, in a good way. And she also indicates certain techniques to clear the Vishuddhi chakra, which we are going to explain in our follow-up programs. One of them is to massage Vishuddhi chakra using ghee or olive oil. Another one is to gargle every morning with a little bit of warm water and salt. And there are other techniques also to take care of the Vishuddhi chakra, which takes care of also the throat, larynx, and part of the sense organs and the face. Agya chakra is the one which gets affected very much by what we see. So taking care of our eyes and what we look at is very important in guarding our Agya chakra. Shimataji recommends an exercise, which is actually a clearing exercise, a clearing technique, and says rather than walking on the street and looking at people around or all kinds of advertisement or shops, better watch the ground when you walk. This is going to clear your attention. So being careful, taking care of our eyes and taking care of our attention, and not looking at negative things or reading negative news or watching negative videos will protect our Agya chakra. The element of the Agya chakra is the light, and Shimataji always says to maintain Agya chakra in a clear state, try to have a light source. So the candle that I was talking about earlier has also a positive effect on our Agya chakra when we meditate. Keeping a candle or a light source during meditation is thus very important. And the last center, the Sahasrara chakra, can only be cleared by the Kundalini energy. So the clearance of the Sahasrara chakra, which takes place only when Kundalini touches the Sahasrara chakra in our meditation, in our thoughtless awareness, so the element of the Sahasrara chakra is the vibrations of the Kundalini. And the magical thing about Sahasrara chakra is that once it's open and once we allow Kundalini to come to the Sahasrara chakra and to stay here, Sahasrara chakra automatically takes care and has a positive effect on clearing all the other chakras, because all the 7 centers have a projection, correspondence on the head, on the Sahasrara chakra, and thus Sahasrara chakra can take care of all the other centers. And that being said, we are coming towards the end of our program. I would like to leave the last 5 minutes of our session to allow questions. If you do have any questions, please open your microphones and ask questions, or write your questions in the chat box. But it would be very important to have a feedback from you to know if today's meditation has passed any message or has had a positive experience with you. So please ask questions, open your microphones and ask questions. If there are no questions, Vijay, if you want to add something, please feel free to add something.
Yes, Andre, definitely. Thank you for the meditation today. And yeah, if not for any questions today, we would request you to practice the meditation at home. And we are going to post the videos for the tutorials in our WhatsApp group. I'm sure all of you are there in our WhatsApp group. I'm going to post all the week's videos there. So whichever week you are coming in today, please look at that video, watch it and practice at home. And then please come for the follow-up programs. Okay, so that once you finish the first 15 weeks of basic meditation sessions, then we will move into the next level of meditation, which we will be guiding you also. So if there are no more questions for today, the program for today is complete. Thank you for joining in. Please keep up the practice of meditation. Have a nice week and see you in the coming weeks for the follow-up programs. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Sridhar. Have a nice day. Have a nice week.